assistance. Welcome to another episode of Real Talk with Kingsley or Gridiron. And man, I am excited. We are kicking off the show today with a guest that's been on the show before. Man, this guy is truly a phenomenal athlete. So with no further ado, I'm just going to let you guys go ahead and get introduced. In fact, I'm going to let him introduce himself, because I know him as Lolo, but you might not know him because he is off to. Last time he was here, he was on his way to college. He's already there, and we're gonna find out how things are going. Welcome, Lolo, to the show. How you doing, Lolo?
What's going on, man? Everything's good. How you doing?
Oh man. It's wonderful, man. For those people that may not be familiar with you, man, please, give them your full name. And I want you to say it so I don't butcher your name because I know how it is. I have a hard name to say myself. So
Yeah,
please.
my name is Lolo Ta'aga, offensive lineman here at USC, freshman, early enrollee, and I'm coming from Archbishop High School.
All right, we had a little bit of an audio thing. It sounded like a robot here for a minute, so I'm not sure what happened. Let me make sure it's not on my end and turn these things down. Make sure that we get you right. Please, if you don't mind, Lolo, just repeat that. I heard that you're Lolo, that you USC, but I didn't hear the rest.
Yeah, all good. My name is Lolo Ta'aga. I'm an offensive lineman here at USC, and I'm an early enrollee freshman, and I'm coming from Archbishop High School.
Wow, that is awesome. That is awesome, man. And you heard he's an early enrollee. So this boy, man, he couldn't wait to get down there and get it started. He said, man, let me at the gridiron. So he's already at school getting it in, man. So Lolo, the big thing that everybody is going to ask is I know, the big transition from high school to college. Man, how are you finding the transition academically as well as athletically? How are you finding it, man?
Academically, it's not really much of a worry. I mean, I know you should be student first and then athlete, as the saying goes, but you get a lot of help here, a lot of support with all the tutors and all your counselors, and building a relationship with the professors really helps as well. So it's not really much of a big deal for me academically. And athletically, since I've been here, we've been working in the weight room. We've been getting field work in. I know you heard I put on 30, 35 pounds since I've gotten here, and things been going great, man. All you got to do is just put the work to it.
Man, yeah, and yes, I did hear. I was like, wow, man, you were already, solid, and now I'm like, by the time you're done, you're gonna be like The Rock. What's been the biggest surprise for you so far, man?
Not that many surprises. I got a lot of things that I expected. Uh, as far as the work, it's still the same thing. We still work from. You just work over here, man. You just keep working, grinding every day. Sun down, sun up. We there working.
I know you are, man. Can you walk us through your typical day? What is a typical day for you like?
Yeah. So we start workouts at 6 in the morning. I wake up around 4:30 in the morning just to get my mind right, lock in for workouts. And then I hop in the hot tub, stretch out before workouts. You got to get your body right. And these college workouts, it's no joke. And then after workouts, we lift, and then we hit the field. About around like 7:45, 8, we'll finish, and then grab some breakfast, a big breakfast. You got to replenish your body after the workouts. And then we got class till around 1 or 12. And then after those classes, you get to go back and get some more food, another meal, replenish your body again. You got to keep your body filled up. And then right after that, we got meetings, and then we got PRP on the field with coaches, and then we got walkthroughs. And then depending on your schedule, if you have a tutor or not, if you need help with work, then you'll get some tutor work in. And then that's about it. You head to your apartment, and then you're done for the day. And then you get ready for the next.
Wow, it sounds like a full day's full days full of action.
Yeah, yep. No days off, man.
Man. People think that football players that you just got it made. You just show up one day and just play the game, and it's not like that. There's a whole lot that goes on behind the scenes from what you're
Yep.
talking about, right?
Yep. Everybody's working as a team. USC, we're all about family here. We all move as one. Our O-line coach said we move as a Trojan wall, so you got to keep that mindset wherever you go. We work
Man,
as a team.
and now tell me what's been your favorite part about being at USC so far?
Shoot, there's a lot of favorites since I've been here. I mean, I say building new relationships with like your coaches, like I said before, your professors. You meet new people, and then work again, man. I'm all about that work.
Now, as a freshman, how do you balance your schedules and the demands of football? How are you able to balance it so far?
Before I came to USC, I was taught by someone to be a sponge, man. I took that deep. You gotta soak everything in and think about it, and then you just gotta keep working. Like I said before, you're gonna have your support. It's gonna be hard days, but one hard day you can't let that ruin you, man. You gotta keep that motor going if you want to get to where you want to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I definitely get it. It takes a lot of hard work to get things done, and sometimes not everybody sees that. I guess the next thing that I'm going to ask you is, how about mentorship? I know you mentioned, the coaches and how, you guys move as one unit and as a family. How do you find it so far in terms of their mentorship? Do you have a favorite mentor, or how are you finding the coaches? Are they hands-on, and how do you find it so far?
Yeah. What I first trying to do, like, if I ever need help or if I'm struggling with like football or whatever it is, I reach out to the coaches myself, and then I'm sure you guys know, like the collegiate level coaches are busy. They got things to handle, but they're always going to be there for you. And then you got more after that. You got more people to lean on. You got like the older guys, like Jonah Maheim. He was uh, he was a tackle before. He was really good, but due to his size, he had to move the center. And I said, man, he has like one of the highest IQs in football. So I try to hang around him. Being around those kind of guys, the older guys, they'll get you right, like get you in the right mindset of being a college football player.
Now, what's been your most challenging aspect so far in terms of adjusting?
Uh, Dude, I say the first 3 to 4 weeks, I said the weight room. I was really undersized for my position. Coming in at 260 pounds, I was really undersized compared to the other kids that were in here. They're all like 300 pounds and up already. So I'm playing catch up now, but putting on 35 pounds really helped me. So we're just gonna keep the wheel rolling from there. You know what I'm saying?
Now, you mentioned putting on the 30 pounds. How were you able to do it? Like, what kind of diet are you having? How are you able to kind of put on that body mass?
Jeez, man. I don't think you want to know that one, man. We like I said before, we have a bunch of meals. We have like 4 to 5 meals a day, and then
Wow.
we have like lifts in the morning. We got workouts. So even though you're eating a lot, your body's still gonna be like, you're gonna need that fuel because you are around campus all day. You worked out like 3 to 4 times a day. So that's the main thing that's got me to 35 pounds.
Now, we're going to continue with you in a moment, but before we go on a quick break here, I want to know, like, you're in Los Angeles, man. And you're away from the comforts of your childhood surroundings.
Yeah.
How are you able to unwind? What do you do to unwind and relax?
Like I said before, we move as one. So I kind of just hang out with the online, man. During the weekends, those are the only times we have days off. Maybe not even the weekends. We only have like Sunday off. We'll all just, take a break and go grab a bite, come back to the room, rest up and as much as you can. Sometimes I hop on the game, playing my PlayStation with my family back home. But that's about it. You don't really get free time to unwind. It sounds stressful, but once you get the wheel rolling, you're gonna have fun. It's just a part of the journey. You gotta just keep working at it.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is Real Talk with Kingsley Ogudere. We are talking with the, USC, phenom freshman that is just the early enrollee that is getting it done. Mr. Lolo Ta'aga. And we'll be right back. So stay tuned and hit that like button and subscribe. And we'll be right back with more Real Talk. Welcome back to Real Talk with Kingsley Ogudere, and we have the one and only Lolo Ta'aga with us, the USC freshman, and of course he's given us the insights on what it's like to be a USC Trojan. How are you doing, Lolo?
Going on, man. I'm doing good. How are you?
All right, man. I'm glad that you joining us. Please hang in there with us. I know you got a busy schedule. The way that you describe your days, man, I'm glad that you made time to squeeze us in tonight, man. We
Oh,
appreciate it.
my pleasure, man.
Speaking of pressure, man, like how do you handle the pressure and expectations that come with being, a standout player like yourself, and at an institution like USC? How do you handle, the pressures that come with playing football, like I said, at a prestigious university like USC? How are you handling it so far?
Yeah, shoot. As I mentioned before, we used to work, but at the same time, you got a good family like crowd right behind you to every step you take throughout this whole journey. So you don't really have that much pressure until you're up there as a starter or maybe as a coach or whatever you want to do at USC. So I still got work to do to be able to say I have pressure on my shoulders, but it's getting there.
Now, what's been something memorable that you can share with us that and your time with USC right now? What's been something funny, some stories, something with your teammates.
Yeah, no, our online coach is funny as hell, man. That dude, that dude's he's from the South, he's from Oklahoma, so it's kind of funny to be around him, with his accent and everything. But he'll try to mess around with his players. Like we'll go golfing one day and he'll try flaming us, and we'll be like, "Oh, coach, them old hips of yours won't be no justice for you, man." And, we all start laughing. That's my guy right there, though. So we all have a good time, and yeah, that's about it. We have a lot more memories to share. I can't remember which ones, but that's probably one of the best ones.
I know how it can be with your teammates, man. It's
Yeah.
a lot of good times.
Yeah.
What are some goals that you have for yourself? As a freshman coming in, what are your goals and individually and team wise?
Individually, I want to keep working on myself since I'm still new to the game. This is coming to be my second season as a football player at USC or a football player ever actually. I still have a lot to learn in the game of football. I'm still learning everything, everything every day as I go. So
Mm.
there's still a lot more to learn. So as a team, there's a lot of things, shoot. But the main focus for me is I just want to be able to have that team chemistry. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to go march down that field and score touchdowns as a team. On the same page. Like I said, as a Trojan wall before. So that's just my main goal as a team.
Now, as a student athlete, especially at a prestigious university like USC, how are you, able to prioritize, your academics with your football so far? How's that balance been for you?
Yeah, yeah. As I mentioned before, building a relationship with your peoples here at a school or whatever school you go to, building a relationship is probably going to be the most important thing when you get here, man. Building a relationship with your professors, they might not like seem to be the nicest people in the world, but professors love when you guys get to meet each other and when you show some that extra effort that not normally students would do or like normal college football players would do. And then, like I said before, you get the support system here. You got tutors, you got counselors, you got advisories. Man, you get all the help you need here. So there's no reason for you to have struggles here at any school you go to because you got help everywhere you go, man.
Now, what advice would you give, to high school athletes that aspire to be at your level where you are now? What type of advice would you give them, especially someone like yourself that you mentioned being new to the game of football itself, which is incredibly phenomenal to begin with. But what advice would you give to high school athletes that would like to play collegiate level at this high level that where you are now?
Yep. One thing I could say is just have that humble working mentality, man. Everywhere here, you got high level athletes here, 4 or 5 stars, whatever stars you are, that don't matter. That don't matter until you get here, man. Like, this it's gonna show on the field, all the work that you put in. So you gotta have that working mindset once you get here. Once you step foot onto the field or in the weight room, you gotta win. You gotta want to win, whatever it takes, man.
Now, looking ahead for the rest of the season, what are you most excited about?
Man, I just want to get on that field, Kingsley. You know what I'm saying? Fired up, man. I just want to get on that field, toss some bodies around.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, if you can give one piece of advice before we get to, our free for all where we just kind of sit back and you tell me what's going on and we just chat about daily events. But, what piece of advice would you give to incoming freshmen, like that want to play football? What would it be? Like if you can just give them one piece of advice, say, hey, do this or be on the lookout for this, what advice would you give them?
Like I said before, just simple things like, have that working mentality, stay humble, be the best version of yourself as much as possible as you can, like around campus. Once you start doing those things and connect the dots together, you start to meet new people and things start to go your way. You just gotta trust the process, man. It's all the process. It's not about the destination or where you want to go. Like I said in our previous podcast talk, it's not about the destination. It's all about the journey. That's the beautiful thing of it.
That is fantastic. That is fantastic, man. Man, I want to thank you for, having us grill you on the real talk. We like to have these one-on-one sessions where we kind of get insights. Now, this is the fun part where we get to talk about, the news and what's going on around the world and sports and, just kind of on a fun level. You're in
Yep.
Los Angeles, and I must ask the Lakers. How do you find the Lakers right now? Like, I know you're a basketball guy too. So how do you
Yeah.
find the Lakers and what's their situation? What do you think?
I can't really talk on that. I mean, I haven't watched or heard about basketball. My nose has been buried in the football books for the past however long I've been playing football, man. Basketball is still there. I have love for the game, but football is my thing now.
Yeah. So you don't even pay attention to what's going on around you. Like you just like, bam.
Yeah, no, I mean, I watch some clips, when I'm scrolling or when I see stuff on YouTube. I seen Kyrie had a crazy game winner for the Mavericks, so that's just the little clips I see on social media and stuff like that for basketball.
So ESPN, like, do you get a chance to? And this is kind of like the unwinding part. Do you get a chance to watch ESPN? How's your social media and like, what do you do on your downtime now?
Like I said before, we eat, man. Online, we like to eat, Kingsley. That's all we do. I mean, the last dinner we went out, we went to a Korean barbecue, all you can eat.
Oh
Man,
wow!
up on that.
I bet you I shut the place down.
Man, we about to close that store down. We won't eat all that food, man.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Man, before we sign off, man, is there anything that you want the audience or you want the people to know, man?
I just say be grateful with the position. Be grateful for the position that you're in today, man. You never know who got it worse or who got it better. Just be grateful for where you are today. Keep working, keep that mentality going, and things will take off one day. You never know when it is, but as long as you keep working, it'll start coming together. The pieces will start adding together, and yeah, that's about it, man.
I couldn't have said it better myself. It sounds like a excellent advice coming from a young man that is doing things himself. So man, like I said, I can't say it any better than that. Just keep working. And that's one of the things that we like to preach here. If you keep working and doing that right, then that, eventually you will get those results.
Yes,
So I
sir.
want to thank our phenom freshman, the early enrollee into USC. I can't wait to watch football this year, man. I'm excited. I got a new team to root for, man. So, man. So,
Yes,
man, I
sir.
want to wish you all the best in your journey. I know that you've already exhibited that you're a remarkable young man. So I definitely want to wish you all the blessings, all the best things that can happen, man. We wish them for you, man. So good luck on your upcoming season, bro.
Appreciate you, Kingsley. Have a good one, brother.
All right, man. Enjoy the rest of your night. And this is Real Talk with Kingsley. Hit that like button, subscribe, and till next time, keep it real.